Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. Today in this tutorial we are going to learn about to make some text animation with the aid of keyframe CSS3 animation. Stay tuned. Now in this case all we are going to do in the very first case we are going to create a definite class name of zoomed text. So we have created a zoomed text one. We are saying that the width is 90%, or you may put this 100% width, whatever you wish. Then you are providing a background for say of yellow. Definitely there will be a margin of 0 auto condition. You may put another 30 pixels of margin from the bottom, and you will have to put a border of 1 pix solid. First of all, copy this selector name here and then put this one. Font size in the first case is put to 0.1 em. Color will be, font weight will be 300. I'm sorry, we have provided here this font color. Actually this one will be the color. No need to put this text alignment over here. We need to put a text alignment. So we have created up to this one. Now let's copy this particular selector name, get back to index.html, and here we will be creating this one. So what we had done over here, we have created another element div which is using this particular zoomed text class, and we are putting a learning simplified. First of all, put it into this p tag because we had used a p tag customization over here. There it goes. So we need to put it here. This is the p tag. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we will see that this will be the result so far. With 100%, margin 0 auto 30 pixels. We had put a border of 1 pixel solid. Instead of this with 100%, we will be using this width of 90%. Reload, there it goes. So far there's absolutely no problem. We will now need to animate this particular text. So I'm putting an animation name over here. Do not confuse with the fact that in case of every element that should be animated, those should be named individually. You have created animation name once, that means you can use it anywhere. This is an entirely wrong concept. For each and every animation part, you need to mention this particular animation name and each of all those properties. Those have been discussed so far. So in the first case, all we are going to do, we are going to provide an animation name over here. We will be naming it as zooming text. So we have created an animation name which is known as zooming text right over here. Then we are putting an animation duration of, for say, 5s. Keep it up to this for animation iteration count. Set it to infinite. Okay. Now all we need to do, we need to copy this zooming text from here, this animation name, and at the bottom we will now initiate this keyframes, and instead of this identifier we will be putting this particular zooming text right over here. Now in the first case, all we are going at 0% condition. What will be the properties? Font size will be 0.1 em, as it was mentioned over here. Where it goes, this is the font size which states that it is 0.1 em. In the second case, first of all copy this 4 more times. At 25% condition, font size will be for say 5 em. At 50% condition, font size will be 6 em. At 75% condition, font size will be for say 2.5 em. And at 0% condition, it will be 1 em, or if you want to make it a little bit of smaller, then no problem, make it this one 0.4 em. So we have created 5 individual keyframe positions, and we have set all those properties for those individual keyframes. We have mentioned all those positional values. That means when the animation is 0% completed, then the font size will be 0.1 em. At 25% condition, the font size will be 5 em. At 50% condition, the font size will be 6 em. At 75%, it will be 2.5 em. And at, this is 100%. And at 100% condition, the font size will be 0.4 em. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we will now see that this is the animation which is taking place. Now all we can do to make it a clear view, first of all, we may increase this particular bottom margin here, and if we reload, so this is the thing which is happening right over here. The text is now getting bigger in size for a certain instance, and then it is getting smaller again. There it goes. Now if we just omit this particular background property over here, we do not have a need of this particular background property, so we are commenting it off right over here, reload, and we can see that this will be the result. So this is practically a very basic text animation that we may use into our project. We may simply discard of this particular background, this particular border, and each and every other properties, those been assigned, those been asserted into this particular div element, or we may keep it whatever we wish. That depends on our project. Hope you guys have liked this tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.